Tell me something. You can go anywhere you want, right? Any timeline, any universe. Why do you want to stay and fight to save this one? You changed the future. And you changed the past.
Are you in?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Warner Brothers just had their DC Fandom Day. It's the second year in a row that they've had it, so there's no need for fans to actually go to the event. I think this was in 2020, a little bit of a criticism of things like Comic-Con, which have made tons of money and packed fans in the areas like sardines, and Hall H has been famous and known well, so they can see massive amount of trailers which Disney, Marvel and Star Wars never released. There's certain things. Remember when Batman vs Superman came out and they had the shot where Batman was standing on the top of the building, Superman was up in the air, and they were looking at each other, Batman with his white eyes in the armored mask and Superman with his red laser vision. That was never really seen for over a year until, we really got a shot of it. But what I like about DC Fandom is it's free. It's an invitation to everybody to come on, see the platform, see what DC are doing all over their DCEU and their heroes and TV and movies and everything like that, and the DCAU as well. So we got a really good look at some shows. Most importantly, I'm here to talk about Flash today. So the Flash movie trailer was released, and not only did we get Ezra Miller cast as Barry Allen, but we got another Ezra Miller cast as Barry Allen, and it's been hit with a massive amount of delays, multiple changes in writers, directors, plus changes in the Warner Brothers schedule and front office too. First AT&T came in, Warner Media and HBO have come in, and they're the ones that have given us all this delightful stuff, including the Snyder Cut. So a lot of changes have been happening behind the scenes. We see Ben Affleck will play Batman in The Flash, reprising his DCEU role. Plus, Sasha Calle will make her debut as Supergirl. Kiersey Clemons will also be returning as Iris West from Zack Snyder's Justice League. There's going to be a multiverse story with the return of Keaton as Batman, more than 30 years after donning the suit for Tim Burton. That means we're going to get 2 or 3 versions of The Flash, where we don't know if there's going to be a third one, and 2 versions of Batman taking part in this movie. So the film is obviously now going to be a Flashpoint storyline, showing Miller's Barry Allen going back in time and visiting his mother. And we simply can't pick on the fact that this starts some kind of Flashpoint event, so we don't know what the end of this film is going to bring to the actual universe as a whole. But I can bet that things are going to be different when we move forward. But the outlook will be different from the comics and the DCAU version, which is based on the comic run anyway. But while the final shot in the footage teases the reveal of the Batmobile, I'm hoping that there's going to be a revised version to that. Remember when he stands there saying shields and this whole thing? I mean, here's a picture of what it did look like at that point. But it's my favourite Batmobile to date. So I'm hoping that they're going to do something with it. Now, in the trailer, getting out of the car, there was 2 people. We see 2 flashes. No, not these 2 flashes, but these 2 flashes. And they're both different versions played by Ezra Miller. The easiest way to track these is the haircuts. The bright yellow jacket, Ezra Miller on the left, has longer hair, and that's definitely not our Flash. And the one in the darker yellow, sort of greyish jacket, is Ezra Miller from the Justice League, who's on the right with the short haircut. So it seems that the second Barry with the longer hair will don the Batman costume, painted with the Flash's colours And this could be a sign of the Batman Beyond's character, someone who older Batman has adopted from his... We don't know whether this is the Flash from the 1989 universe. An older Batman suit making up the Flash's costume, which makes a lot of sense to me, because if you think about it, which material is the greatest durability to friction? It's rubber, right? So Batman's Tim Burton suit was made of high rubber Kevlar, which was bulletproof, as we know. So high friction material such as rubber is used in a variety of applications, such as shoes and tires for cars. And Barry is using this to his advantage. Suit, boots, in the same way that our Justice League Barry used the aerospace materials. Remember the silicone-based quartz metal sand fabric, which Bruce Wayne, Ben Affleck that is, pointed out that's the same composition material that NASA uses to protect spaceships during re-entry in order to avoid burning up from the immense air friction encountered, as well as being cold resistant. So you can think of someone like Captain Cold or Mr. Freeze not really being able to cause Barry much harm when he was wearing that suit. But now we have a clearer look at also Sasha Calle in her featured film debut. The photo shows a short-haired Calle in the heavy detailed suit, and here's one with the suit is finished with an actual cape, which is what it's going to look like when it's CGI'd in. Now, I've watched her in The Young and the Restless and always thought that she deserved a chance to star in a big budget movie. I'm really looking forward to seeing her. So a lot of people are saying she doesn't look anything like the original character, but remember, Hispanics are as much a part of American culture than blonde women are, so actually more even so. So a shot of what appears to be Batman's cowl is smashed on the floor, which may indicate that Ben Affleck's Batman may have died and he's probably going to fill a smaller role in the film. It does make sense considering there's so many people in this movie, but it could also be a way to move forward with Michael Keaton. Also, the narrative over the shot of Batman's cowl with blood splattered on the ground says, "You changed the future." So while this is Michael Keaton's narration, it could be Keaton's Batman in another timeline. I am not really sure where they're going to go with this. Maybe Ben Affleck's Batman has died because of the Flashpoint, and the new Flashpoint means that Michael Keaton's taken over, or vice versa. It might be something else, I'm not sure. But I think it might pay off Ben Affleck, because Ben Affleck was supposed to die in the Justice League trilogy. So because that's not happening, maybe they're doing it this way to kind of bow out of his character and let Michael Keaton take over. I'm not sure, but I'm happy which way that they go in this series. The shot also suggests that there's still a Wayne Manor, where the team have set up their base of operations. Now, DC fans also know that the Titans TV series, they've also done the same thing. And of course, because this is a much older Batman, Alfred would have long passed away. Remember the real actor Michael Gove, he actually passed away in real life on the 17th of March in 2011. So big respect to him. But it also means that the other Batmans from Joel Schumacher with Val Kilmer and George Clooney, that those were not in this 1989 universe. They were in a different type of multiverse, so had nothing to do with this. So I know Grant Gustin previously voiced his desire to have these golden boots be a part of the Flash's costume, something he indicated a couple of years ago that was on his bucket list. So it's really good to see that he'll be donning that. And to be honest with you, his costume looks really, really good at the moment. The only reservations that I have is I love the Ezra Miller's Justice League suit. I thought it was very original, the way they was using that sort of NASA type of protection for his friction. And I was hoping that they would go and evolve it. They did. Remember when we saw the Nightmare armored suit, where he comes back in time to tell Bruce and warn them about what would be Superman turning against the team, and says Lois is the key. So I really like the way that they evolved that. But in this movie, it seems to... I really don't know. I mean, we see the suit here, and the suit is a sort of red and sort of glowing type of gold going through the sea. Yeah, I don't mind too much of that, but I don't want it to look like the CW. If you're moving away from the metal suit and you're making it more a little bit streamlined, I'm not really sure how that's going to blow over. I think a lot of fans are going to be getting a little bit, I'm not sure if this is going to be too much Grant CW type of Barry and what he's going to do. I'm not sure. I have my reservations on it, guys. I've got to be honest. I'd rather them sort of kept with the tone from the Justice League, because that just looked really dark. An armored suit for Flash looked really deep. Whether they are going to go through with this, which I think that they will, it looks like they will from the trailer. I can't really say I'm kind of happy about it. As I said, it looks a bit too CW for me, but we have to wait and see what happens. So what's most important is letting me know what your thoughts are on this, which you can leave in the comment section below. And guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.